Good morning, everybody. I wanted to do a video just showing how you can have a decent sized garden in a small space. So anyone who knows me knows that I downsized my whole life and got rid of a ton of stuff that I didn't need because it's just stuff. And I am currently living in a fifth wheel on my niece's property. So I have this beautiful spot here, this wooded spot, and I just love it under the trees. And I have a hammock, my chimenea, and then that little space over there by my RV, I have my garden. So I want to show you what I have going on in a small space. We had a horrible rainstorm last night, so everything's a mess and I didn't clean it. I'm in the process of doing that. So here I have my herbs down here, and I have rosemary and thyme and oregano and my basil. And then I have to have my succulents and my flowers. So I have a croton plant that my sister made me for Mother's Day. And then I have these plants here. And I love those because you can get them at Home Depot or Lowe's, and they cascade over the pots. And then I have the jade plants. But then you come, and here is my garden. So let's try and get the whole thing. So I have just this little bit of space, and I have the pots here in containers. I have plants, vegetables, and I have it arranged like this to keep the dogs out, because otherwise they'll go through it. So let's start at the beginning. And I have squash, and then I have my pepper. Let's see, let me get in right there. And then I have an aloe plant that is going there. Up front here, I just have aloe, and I planted some flowers, so I'm hoping that they take, and then some of my container plants. So I have my amaryllises and some other ones, some aloe. I have some cucumber in here. We'll see what it does. And then I have more succulents. I have the fire plant starting there. And then I have peppers, and they're coming in good. And then more peppers, totally different kind. One's jalapeno and one's a hot pepper. I can't remember the name. I don't know if I saved it. And then more, one is going to be orange, and one is going to be green, and one is going to be red. So I have them in different pots. Let's see here, this one's pretty substantial. And then I have eggplant. And then I have, this is a loquat that I've been growing for about 5 years. It started out at like a little tiny thing like this, and then just grew. And I got some peas there, and let's see, squash. And then let me go around and show you. I have to get in this way because I have it all blocked. So there's the squash, and I have more peas, little snap peas, which are really good. They taste great. So they're growing well. More eggplant. And then tomato is in there. And then here's my other tomato. These are about 3 weeks ahead of that little one. Then I have mint, 2 different kinds of mint, 2 different kinds of parsley. And if you go around here, we can go into the garden. So this is from this angle. And as you can see, it's not a big space, but it works for me. And I have all kinds of stuff growing in here. I have squash, butternut squash, pumpkin is over there on the outside of the fence, more tomatoes, eggplant, potatoes, yellow pepper plants. This is my mystery garden of seeds that were all out of the container somehow. I think it was from the flood, and they all opened up, and I just threw them out here in one line to see what would happen. So this is my mystery garden here on this line. And then I have to be careful where I watch and where I walk. Let's see. There's the little tiny eggplant starting. There it is. And then I have more squash over there. And let's see, I have a cucumber right in here. Little cucumber starting. There's more back in there. I just planted lettuce over there underneath the straw. And I have more beans over here. And I have a zucchini, more butternut squash. Oh, I have carrots too. Let me see, where are the carrots? I think they're in here somewhere, hiding. Oh, here they are. Got some carrots. And then, they're in here. I have more, I think I have one melon plant in here somewhere. And then I have radishes, which I'm going to pick today, which are in that line. They're definitely past ready. They were ready when I left for vacation before Mother's Day, so I definitely have to get on that. And then I have some other mystery areas because the seed packets were open. And I was like, well, I'm not going to waste them. So I'm just going to see what happens with them. But look, this is a small space. And everything is doing pretty good. Now the larger garden is over there, right through those trees. And that's my niece and nephew's first garden that we started. I think I did a video on them, on that one when they tilled it up. And that one's doing good. So they have, their carrots are actually doing better than mine. But this is my small space garden. And I'm very happy with it. And it's not too overwhelming for me. And I love my herbs. I have to have my herbs. Been very much enjoying the basil. The basil is so good. Oh, Stormy hears me. He's like, why am I not out there with you? So look how healthy my basil looks. I think I'm going to go get some more rosemary. There's a couple other herbs I want. Some sage. And I have all my bird feeders out here. And my hummingbird, my chimes, bird houses, bird bath right there. Oh, I have